Something was killing the largest creatures on Earth, and nothing ever touched them. The ancient world was full of killers. Claws, teeth, crushing jaws. Brute force ruled every corner of prehistoric life. Survival depended on strength, speed, and direct violence. If something killed you, it meant it caught you. But there was a time when even prehistoric giants began dying in ways that made no sense at all. No bite marks, no broken bones, no signs of struggle. Entire animals collapsed where they stood, as if life itself had been switched off. Some predators killed with contact. This one didn't need to touch anything. And by the end of this story, you'll understand how a creature with no claws, no fangs, and no physical attack nearly rewrote what it meant to be dangerous in the prehistoric world, until suddenly those rules stopped working. Paleontologists began noticing something strange in the fossil record. In certain regions, massive land animal remains appeared perfectly intact. No evidence of predation, no scavenger damage, no trauma, just skeletons frozen mid-motion, as if the animals had dropped dead without warning. At first, scientists assumed disease, then starvation, then poisoning from plants or water. But none of it fit, because the deaths weren't random. They followed patterns, and yet one of them stumbles, its movements slow, breathing becomes shallow, muscles tremble. Within moments, it collapses. No wounds, no attack, just sudden failure. Others follow. Not all at once, but close enough to feel wrong. Whatever is happening here isn't hunting in the traditional sense. The real mystery deepened when scientists examined the surrounding environment. There were no toxic plants known from that era in high enough concentration, no volcanic ash layers, no signs of drought severe enough to cause mass death. Instead, what they found were microscopic clues, tiny chemical signatures locked into the soil and bones, traces of compounds that shouldn't have been lethal unless something else was involved. And that's when a terrifying possibility emerged. What if something in this ecosystem was killing from a distance? Not a hunter, but a presence. Imagine a creature so small, so subtle, that no giant animal would ever notice it. No shadow, no sound, no movement to trigger fear. It doesn't chase, it doesn't ambush, it simply exists, and the environment does the killing for it. Now imagine a prehistoric version of that concept, evolved not for one victim, but for dominance. Scientists began re-examining sites where unexplained deaths clustered together. One pattern stood out again and again. Water, wherever massive land animals depended on a shared water source, deaths were more frequent. Herbivores, carnivores, juveniles, adults, no pattern of size or strength. Everyone was vulnerable, because strength doesn't matter when the weapon isn't physical. Picture a slow-moving prehistoric river, calm on the surface, life thriving around it. Prehistoric giants drink daily, unaware that something within that water is changing. Microscopic organisms bloom silently, or spores drift unseen, or chemical compounds build gradually with no taste, no smell, no warning. By the time symptoms appear, it's already too late. The creature responsible never attacks. It lets biology do the work. Here's the chilling part. Whatever this organism was, it didn't kill everything. That's why it worked. It selectively weakened populations. It caused confusion. It created die-offs just large enough to destabilize ecosystems, but not wipe them out completely. Predators lost prey, herds fractured, migration patterns collapsed. And in the chaos, the creature thrived. Because it didn't compete with them, it controlled them. Think about how terrifying that is from an evolutionary standpoint. Most predators evolve stronger jaws or faster legs. This one evolved influence. It turned water into a weapon, air into a delivery system, time into an ally. Prehistoric giants didn't need to see it, didn't need to hear it, didn't need to touch it. They just needed to exist nearby. Some scientists suspect this organism may have been a toxic bloom-forming life form, something like a prehistoric cyanobacteria or fungal hybrid. Others suggest a parasite with an airborne stage. A few even propose a chain reaction organism, harmless on its own, lethal when combined with certain environmental conditions. What they all agree on is this: no creature could defend against it. Armor was useless. Speed was irrelevant. Intelligence didn't help. You can't outrun something you never know is there. That's not hunting, that's systemic collapse. Fossil layers show periods where deaths spike suddenly, then vanish. Ecosystems destabilize, then recover. It's as if the killer appears, exerts pressure, then fades back into obscurity, not because it failed, but because it never needed to be visible. Nature doesn't always reward the strongest killer. Sometimes it rewards the quietest one. Now think about the psychological horror of this world. Ancient animals had instincts built to detect danger. Movement, sound, vibration. Those instincts would have failed completely. The ground felt safe. The water looked calm. The air smelled normal. And yet, death spread anyway. This wasn't fear-based predation. It was inevitability, and that raises a disturbing question. How many other predators in Earth's history never left teeth marks or broken bones? How many killers shaped evolution without ever being seen? We tend to fear what looks dangerous, but the most effective threats are often invisible. Picture the prehistoric world one last time. Prehistoric giants roam freely. Rivers glisten under ancient suns. Life appears stable, but beneath that calm, something unseen drifts, grows, spreads. No roar announces it. No shadow reveals it. No skeleton shows its shape. Only the silence left behind. This creature didn't hunt prehistoric giants. It removed them. And that's why it remains one of the most chilling mysteries in Earth's history. Because history has already proven something terrifying. The deadliest predators are rarely the ones we can see. Sometimes dominance doesn't collapse because something stronger arrives. Sometimes it collapses because something invisible does. If this invisible predator changed how you think about prehistoric danger, hit like, share this story with someone who loves ancient mysteries, and subscribe for more untold chapters from Earth's forgotten past. And if a killer that never touched its victims sounds terrifying, wait until you hear about the predator that survived extinction itself when everything else burned.